Jackson with the ball. Now it comes back over. Here's the set for the attack. Middle of the net goes down for the kill. It is Carly Robson with her third kill of the match. Chris Galecki makes first contact, set by Goshen over for Armin, who sends it over. Richter on the second touch, sets it up for Gromish. Down for the kill. Here's the set, middle of the net, putting it over is Fornes. Kept alive there and sent in the direction of Mitch. Mitch sends it down for a kill. That's her second kill, and now it makes it 21-16. A lucky break for Fargo Shanley. We'll see how it turns out. Stroop with the set, tack middle of the net, inbounds. Riley Payne is on a rampage right now here in set number 3. So Almaraz will continue on the serve once again, and that serve hits the tape as it goes over, and it's down inbounds for back-to-back aces for Taryn Almaraz. Here's the bump set, middle of the net pushover, kept alive there by the Spartans. Galecki with the back set to the near pin. Carly Goshen will send it over, and the Mustangs will keep it alive. Now the attack from the far side, and it's down for the kill. Olivia Dobrins. Boer will serve it over. Here's the set by Fix. Bailey Nelson got it again. 2 points away from the state tournament. Gromish with the serve. Austin with the attack from the 10-foot line, and it's match point. State tournament point for the Jaguars. All right, welcome here. We're at Fargo North High School at Spartan Dome, home of the Fargo North Spartans on the ND Sports Channel. Thanks to the Magnitude Sports Media Network. My name is Mike Mason. I hope you're having a great evening here. And, well, you know what? If you weren't able to make it to Fargo, that's okay. It's probably a lot cooler in your home with the AC on, and you can watch this right here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network YouTube page via the ND Sports Channel. We have the 2019 North Dakota Optimist Club, North Dakota High School Coaches Association Class A and B All-Stars East-West volleyball match. Tonight at 7 o'clock, tomorrow at Mandan High School at 7 o'clock. Both matches will be live on the ND Sports Channel through the Magnitude Sports Media Network YouTube page. You can find us on our website at msportsnet.com. We'll take a timeout and be right back with more after this here on the ND Sports Channel on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back to Fargo North High School, Spartan Dome. I want to give a shout out to Travis Christensen, the athletic director, and as well as the committee for the 2019 Optimist North Dakota High School Coaches Association All-Star Volleyball committee for allowing us to get up here, set up, and broadcast these matches for you. It's the second year in a row that we have done it, and they have been doing this for quite a while. Matter of fact, all time, 1990 to present, the East has outplayed the West 32 matches to 24. They've the most the East has ever won in a row is 7. The most that the West has ever won in a streak is 3. Total sets won favor the East 96-72. In the 90s, it was pretty much all the East. The West would get wins in 95, 97, and 99. Otherwise, it was all East. And the first sweep, when it came to playing more than one match, and they didn't play more than one match until the third year in 1992, the first sweep did not occur until 1995 when the West won 3-2 and 3-2. Skipping ahead to 2010 to this decade, once again, it's been about maybe a little bit of an edge to the East. It's been a little bit more even than it has in the previous 2 decades of this contest here. But long story short, there's a storyline within a storyline of this one, and I'm not necessarily particularly cheering for a specific player or either the East or the West, but since I do live on the east side of the state, there's 3 players on the east side. One of them goes to Central Cass High School. The other 2 go to Northern Cass High School. And when I'm on my shout-outs, I want to also say hi to Derek Bopp, the athletic director at Northern Cass, who opened the doors of the Jaguar gym for me so I could come up and do some games on Jaguar Vision and get a little bit more experience. That was 680 games ago. Bailey Nelson and Faith Austin for the Northern Cass Jaguars, and then Peyton Richter for the Central Cass Squirrels. About 600 and some, it wasn't quite 680, it's more like 670. 670 games ago, those 3 were freshmen. I've seen them play multiple sports. I've seen them win championships. I've seen them on the wrong side of a crushing loss in overtime. And the last time that I called a game that featured those 3 players was in the Region 1 championship, where Faith Austin and Bailey Nelson would go to the state tournament, and it would be Bailey Nelson knocking down the winning point that would it would be Faith Austin. I'm getting my numbers mixed up here. Faith Austin who knocked down the winning point for the Jaguars to send them to the state. While Peyton Richter, I have not looked at the official stats, but if I had to take a guess, I would presume is responsible for thousands of points scored for the Central Cass Squirrels over her many years at Central Cass High School. And now we'll see how she fares, setting it up for the outside hitters on the near and far post here in the All-Star game. And once again, I called those games, those 3 players when they were freshmen. Now they're going to college. Not only do I wish those 3 the best of luck, but I wish all 24 of the roster members from the East and West the best of luck in their future endeavors. 13 of the 24 players between these 2 rosters have played matches on the ND Sports Channel in the past year and a handful of months that we have been broadcasting games. So, once again, thanks so much for watching. Taking a look at the game calendar. There we go. There are no other games being played right now. There might be a Legion baseball game or something, but I don't have that schedule in front of me, so that's all I know at this particular point in time. I was told they were going to start announcing parents at 6:50. It's now 6:52, so what we'll do is we'll take another timeout, and we'll go back to and then we'll come back when they're ready to do that here as the 2 teams are warming up. The East All-Stars are going to be in the blue. Let's go back to the camera here if we can. There you go. The East All-Stars will be in the blue, and the West All-Stars will be in the black T-shirts. Your starters for the East All-Stars, we'll take the break in a little bit here, if we can get through the starters before they start announcing all the other things here. But for the East All-Stars in blue, it'll be Olivia Dobrins from West Fargo, Cheyenne. Carly Robinson from Grand Forks. No, check that. I'm looking at the wrong dots that I put in there. Olivia Dobrins from West Fargo, Cheyenne. Kylie Toso from Devils Lake. The Librero will not have a jersey number because she's wearing I believe it's a white T-shirt. And that'll be Avery Beyer from Fargo Davies High School for the East. And then Jordan Stroop from Shanley High School. Bailey Nelson, as mentioned earlier, from Northern Cass. Taylor Zach had an outstanding last couple of years in volleyball, softball, and basketball for the Thompson Tommies. And then Caden Mayring from Carrington will be your starters for the East. Your starters for the West include Courtney Peterson from the Jamestown Blue Jays, Becca Nitch from the Bismarck Legacy Sabres, Emily Tweeton from Mandan High School. You got Morgan Vitek from Center Stanton Wildcats, and then Alexa Walby from Dickinson Trinity, and Macy Kuntz from Dickinson Trinity will be your starters. And then the Librero will be from Our Redeemers up in Minot, North Dakota. Her name is Tessa Olsen. If she happens to, later in the match, not be the Librero, she'll be wearing T-shirt number 8. For Avery Beyer from Fargo Davies on the east side, if she happens to, later in the match, not be the Librero, she'll be wearing the T-shirt with the number 4. So we'll turn it over to our PA announcer now. We will take a break. And we'll be right back here in a moment on the ND Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Download Game Time today.
All right, welcome back here to Fargo North High School, the Spartan Dome in North Fargo. It is a warm day outside, but the air conditioner is on in here in the gym, so that is absolutely fantastic. If you're watching this on YouTube, just an FYI, you may see some black around the outer borders of the frame of the video. That's because the video has been formatted to be viewed on a home television screen, and when we format it to fit on YouTube, it goes off the edges of your home television screen. So we're like, well, which one matters most? Well, if you want it on a big screen, that's how I would want it. So that's what matters most. So that's how we designed it. So if you're watching it on YouTube, that is the explanation for the borders there. But if you pull it up on your home television screen via the YouTube app, just simply by searching for Magnitude Sports Media Network, and then select the live feed, you can watch this on whatever. If you have a 65-inch TV like I do, you can watch this. I've watched several games on after I've gotten home to see how they looked, and just because I was curious. So it is certainly available to watch on your home television screen, or if you want to bring some friends over, you're certainly welcome to do that. 13 of the 24 players have played on the ND Sports Channel here in volleyball matches that we have carried since our very first one back in October 2017. Those players from the East roster include Olivia Dobrenz from West Fargo Cheyenne, Carly Robson from Grand Forks Red River, Avery Beyer from Fargo Davies, Grace Meyer from Fargo Shanley, Jordan Stroop from Fargo Shanley, Bailey Nelson from Northern Cass, Peyton Richter from Central Cass, Taylor Zach from Thompson Tommies, Faith Austin from Northern Cass. And then for the West All-Stars, those ones who have played on the ND Sports Channel include Emma Fricke from Bismarck Legacy Sabres, Becca Nitsch from Bismarck Legacy, Taylor Gerving from Bismarck St. Mary's, Taryn Almaris from Bismarck Legacy. Let's see here. Moving down, and then Tessa Olson from Our Redeemers. And that wraps up the players. I did a thorough research on that to make sure I didn't miss anybody. So 13 of the 24 roster players have played a volleyball match here on the ND Sports Channel. Once again, the East team is in their blue jerseys. We were told blue and red, and then we found out it was blue and black, and we should have known that. I got it confused with the softball All-Stars, which were blue and red. So we highlighted the East with a blue background, so you can keep in mind that the East is on the right side of the mat, and then the West All-Stars will be in their black T-shirts with white numbers. The players are going to line up on the court now, and then they're going to bring their parents out, and they're going to announce each of those parents. So we'll give those parents a few moments to make their way down to the volleyball court here at Fargo North High School. Want to go ahead and thank some of the sponsors who have supported the Optimist and the North Dakota High School Coaches Association over several years, and including Retina Consultants, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists of Fargo. OSM is what I meant to say. PTOT Partners, Physical and Occupational Therapy. J. Donald Abgrande, if I'm saying that correctly, Surgery of the Hand. University Medical Center here in Fargo and the Center for Special Surgery are just a few of the sponsors, including Wex Health and Knight Printing and a handful of others. And we'll get to those over the course of this broadcast over today and tomorrow. And then I also want to thank our own sponsors, including Game Time, as well as the Fargo South Booster Club and the North Fargo Softball Program for their financial contributions to help make the ND Sports Channel what it is today. Also for the several who have donated over the years, or I should say years, I should say months, donated over the months. We certainly appreciate your contributions. If you're able to donate to help us keep equipment updated and fixed, that's absolutely awesome. You can find the donate button under the sponsors menu bar at msportsnet.com, which is our website. You can follow us on Twitter at ndsportsch1, and you can also find us on Facebook, like and follow us there as well. And then that is facebook.com/msportsmnet. The reason why there's the extra M is because somebody took the name I wanted to put. So we had to go with that. So we'll take one more time out, and then when we come back, it should be the player and parent introductions, and we'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Download Game Time today.
The North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's going to which college to play softball, and that just barely scratches the surface of this excellent softball podcast. It's every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Catch every episode on the ND Sports Channel here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming, primarily covering 3 states. North Dakota matchups are on the ND Sports Channel. Minnesota matchups are on the Minnesota Sports Station. South Dakota matchups are on SD Sports Vision, and all other matchups are on Magnitude Sports Vision. Plus, all radio broadcasts can be heard on Magnitude Sports Radio. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. Here's we're getting ready for the player and parent introductions. We'll let the PA announcer take over.
We'd also like to invite anyone who's here with the All-Star coaches to please come and join their loved one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2019 North Dakota Optimist and the North Dakota High School Coaches Association Class A and B All-Star Volleyball game featuring the East taking on the West. Tonight will feature athletes from across the state of North Dakota as they move on to the next adventures in their life, and we wish you nothing but the best. And now, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not yet standing, and as you are able, please rise and stand at attention as we honor America with our national anthem.
All right, we'll take a
Our
break for
anthem
that
is being
national
sung
anthem here on the
tonight
ND
by
Sports
Nick
Channel.
Casper.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
First of all, for the 2019 East All-Star Team. Number 1, Olivia Dobrins from West Fargo, Cheyenne High School. She's the daughter of Leah and Leah Dobrins, and her coach is Leah Newton. Number 2, Carly Robson. She's from Grand Forks Red River High School, daughter of Kevin and Christy Robson, and her coach is Carolyn Olson. Number 3, Kylie Toso from Devils Lake High School. She is the daughter of Jason and Nikki and Julia Toso. Her coach is Carla Frichette. Number 4, Avery Byer. She's from Fargo Davies High School. Her parents are Dale and Mary Pat Byer, and her coach is Missy Wilson. Grace Meyer from Fargo Shanley High School, daughter of Chris and Karen Meyer, and her coach is Curtis Johnson. Jordan Strout. She's also from Fargo Shanley High School, daughter of Chris and Jill Strout, and Curtis Johnson is her coach. Bailey Nelson from Northern Cass High School. She's the daughter of Lance and Stephanie Nelson, and her coach is Tom Clapp. Peyton Richter from Central Cass High School. Her parents are Todd and Gail Richter, and her coach is Nicole Nelson. Taylor Zack from Thompson High School. Her parents are Mike and Don Zack. Her coach is Lisa Strand. Madison Pritchard from Langdon Area High School. Daughter of Jane Hyen, and her coach is Rick Olson. Faith Austin from Northern Cass High School. Daughter of Corey and Ivy Austin, and her coach is Tom Clapp. And Kaden Mehring from Carrington High School. Daughter of Scott and Shannon Mehring, and her coach is Dale Peasley. And our coaches for the East All-Star Team are Lisa Strand from Thompson High School and Leah Newton from West Fargo, Cheyenne. And now, our 2019 West All-Star Team roster. Number 1, Emma Fricky from Bismarck Legacy High School. She's the daughter of Matt and Rebecca, and her coach is Jen Astle. And number 2, Courtney Peterson from Jamestown High School. She's the daughter of Darren and Polly, and her coach is Sarah Hegerly. Number 3, Rebecca Nitch from Bismarck Legacy High School. Her parents are Mike and Lori, and her coach is Jen Ostel. And number 4, Taylor Gerving from Bismarck St. Mary's, daughter of Randall and Julie, and her coach is Kyle Huther. Number 5, Taryn Almares from Bismarck Legacy High School. She's the daughter of Jay and Amanda, and her coach is also Jen Ostel. Number 5, Emily Tweeton from Mandan High School, daughter of Jeff and Angel, and her coach is Anna Folk. Number 7, Morgan Vitat from Center Stanton High School, daughter of Keith and Brenda, and her coach is Janet Erhardt. Number 8, Tessa Olson from Minot, Our Redeemers High School. She's the daughter of Brent and Brooke, and her coach is Kara Nunziato. Number 9, Alexa Walby from Dickinson Trinity High School, daughter of Daniel and Jacqueline, and her coach is Brianna Sisson. And number 10, Marissa Jensen from Kenmare High School, daughter of Ron and Marla, and her coach is Tim Wallstrom. Number 11, Macy Kuntz from Dickinson Trinity High School. Her parents are Dirk and Lori Kuntz, and her coach is Brianna Sisson. And number 12, Kylie Law from Delax Burlington High School, daughter of Mark and Allison Roth, and her coach is Tara Fishlin. The coaches for the West All-Star team are Anna Folk from Mandan High School and Brianna Sisson from Dickinson Trinity High School. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your All-Stars.
All right, and that's going to wrap up the player and
game are Tom Stokey and
parent
Jen
introductions.
Rogers, line judges Dale Elfman and Travis Dean. All right, parents, one last hug, and we'll see you in the stands.
Nice crowd on hand here. Over on the far side, you see all these students where they're hanging out. And a majority of the parents and some students are right in front of us to our left and to our right. If we do go off the air, it's the fault of the guy in the white polo shirt to my left. But I talked to him and we joked about that, and we're all good. So once again, the East All-Stars in the blue T-shirts. The West All-Stars in the black T-shirts. The West Libero in the white T-shirt is Tessa Olsa from Our Redeemers. We're going to turn down that crowd mic there due to the AC/DC song in the background. And then for the East All-Stars, your Liberos from Fargo Davies High School, Avery Byer, who last time we called Avery Byer's name here on the Andy Sports Channel was just a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago, during a soccer matchup with Shanley High School, a game that actually ended in a 0-0 tie, but probably should have been a 4-4 tie. That was an outstanding game. So we'll get our cameras set up here for the game action. Once again, the East All-Stars on your scoreboard have the blue background in there just to help you remember who's who as the two teams will flip sides of the net. We're going to do, I believe it's four sets for sure. Unless it's tied 2-2, then it'll go to 5 sets. So we're playing 4 sets, even if one team gets up to a 3. Maybe I should have asked. That's how they did it last year, I was told. And let's see here. It's possible that we'll see a 3-0. Maybe I'll try and find out during the next commercial break. We're gonna play at least 3, more than likely 4. 4 is the max unless it's tied 2-2. Then we'll play 5 sets. There we go. We can go with that. AC/DC is done playing now. We can turn this back up. And the West.
Serving for the West, number 9, Alexa Walby.
Alexa Walby will have the serve, and we're underway here with the 2019 All-Star Volleyball matchup. And that'll be an attacking error for the West. Now let's see if I remember how to score this. It's always nice to do these matchups here to kind of not get the extended break as the volleyball season is only a couple months away. That's the first kill.
Point, West, East.
For Dobrens. So it's 1-1 now.
Checking in for East, number 11, Faith Austin. Austin to serve.
Faith Austin, the Northern Cass Jaguar, will have the serve here. And I keep wanting to say their school name instead of East-West, so if I slip up on that, I apologize. There's a kill at the net. And it's 2-1 East. Check that. 2-1 West. Near side sent over there by Alexa Walby, and then that was sent over, and one touch back over and out of bounds, and that's a point for the West.
Kill for number 3, Rebecca Nitsch. Point, West.
Rebecca Nitsch of Bismarck Legacy gets the point. And the serve is up and over. A diving dig out there to keep it alive, and nice push over in 3. Now set up in the middle of the net, blocked. Did she touch the net? She did. It's a net violation on Olivia Dobrins, who got the first point of the game here for the East, and the only point so far for the East. And it's 4-1 now in favor of the West. Serve is up and over. That is the Librero. That is Tessa Ursa. Checked out. That is the Avery Beyer, excuse me, the Librero for the East. And it's 5-1 now in favor of the West. Set to the far pin, it's pushed over, and it'll go down as a kill on the far side there.
Kill for number 3, Rebecca Nitsch.
For
Point,
Becca Nitsch.
West All-Stars.
That's 2 kills for Becca now. 6-1 in favor of the West, and make it 7-1. Serve in the middle of the service line is up and over. First contact is made there by Taylor Zach from the Townsend Tommies. A couple touches later, it's back over to the West, where they push it over, and it's touched by Faith Austin. Austin sends it to the near pin where Taylor Zach tried to put it over, but it was blocked by the West. Now they'll send it back over, and it's a point for the East.
Also with the kill. Point, East All-Stars.
A little miscommunication there, as Tessa Olsen was not paying attention, I guess is the best way to put it. And it's 7-3 on that one. Now the other Librero, Avery Beyer, will have the serve here for the East All-Stars. Set 1. There's the set, middle of the net, far pin is blocked. And it stayed alive for the moment, but then it went under the net instead of over, and a point for the East. And they're within 3 now at 7-4. So I'll have to chase that all the way into the hallway that goes into the pool area here at Fargo North. And finally, Avery Beyer will come back and set it up for the serve here for the East All-Stars. Here's the set by Alexa Walby, sent over by Tessa Olsen. Now the East will set it up. Near pin on the attack, goes down for the kill. That is Bailey Nelson.
Kill for number 7, Bailey Nelson. Point, East All-Stars.
So that pulls the East All-Stars within 2 here in set 1. And once again, continuing on the serve is the Libero Avery Beyer from the Fargo Davies Eagles. Serve is up and over, Libero to Libero. Now here's the setup, near pin, blocked at the net, and the West All-Stars will keep it alive. Now they shove it over on the second touch, that's Beyer. Beyer will set it up near side here, Bailey Nelson sends it over. Now the setup on the far pin, nice attack there, but nice dig out as well. Which side of the net did that land on? It landed on the West side, a point for the East. And it's 7-6. Bailey Nelson with the 3rd kill of the match. Set in the middle of the net, and it's blocked at the net, but it'll be, I believe Nelson went into the net, so the Macy Kuntz will get credit for the point.
Kuntz to serve.
That pushes the West lead back up to 2. Kuntz will have the serve here for the West All-Stars. Kuntz from Dickinson Trinity, played for the Titans in her high school career. A little too much on that one. I believe the kill is going to go in favor of Taylor Zach. Yep, that's who they announced. So Taylor Zach gets the point.
Checking in, number 8, Peyton Richter. Richter with the serve.
Peyton Richter from the Central Cat Squirrels will come into the matchup for the first time. With her team trailing by 1, she'll serve it up and over. Here's the set to the far side of the net, and kept alive there by Beyer. Set up Bailey Nelson. Now far pin attack, and that one will drop in between a bunch of players there, and a point for the West.
Rebecca Nitch with the kill. Point, West All-Stars. Substitution. Checking in, number 1, Emma Fricky. And number 12, Kylie Loff. Fricky with the serve.
Emma Fricky from Bismarck Legacy sends it over where Byer makes first contact. Here's the set near side, sent over. Did she touch the net? It was the West who touched the net, and that'll be a point for the East. 9-8.
Substitution.
On the serves,
number 12,
Taylor
Katie
Zach from the
Mary.
Thompson Tommies.
Serving is Taylor Zach.
Up and over there, Tessa Olsen made first contact. The set came from Emma Fricky, and then it was sent back over to the East All-Stars. 2 touches, a bump set over. I don't think she intended for that one to go over, but it went over and dropped for the point. Side, and that one goes down. That is Kaden Maring.
Maring with the kill. Point.
Maring, excuse
East
me.
All-Stars.
Maring from the Carrington Cardinals. And it's 10-9 in favor of the West.
Bailey Nelson serving.
Bailey Nelson will serve it out of bounds for the serving error.
Serving for the West, number 8, Tessa Olsen.
So West has regained a 3-point lead now. That's Peyton Richter who set it up in the middle, and that is another assist for Richter.
Point, East side. Checking in is number 3, Kylie Toso. Serving is number 6, Jordan Stroud.
Jordan Strout from Shanley, the Shanley Deacons. With the jump serve there from the middle of the service line, it's an ace for Strout. And the East is pulled back within 1 at 12-11 here in set number 1. You know what? That reminds me, we need to get rid of that pregame logo there. We apologize for that. There we go. Now it's working. Tessa Olsen will set it up from the 10-foot line. Trying to send it over there was Kylie Loff, but it goes into the net for an attacking error. And that'll tie up the game at 12. Want to say hi to Kendra Zach for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much, Kendra. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. There's a block at the net. I believe that one was Kylie Loff. Or check that, wrong roster. Katie Mary
East All-Stars.
with the block. And for the first time in the match, the East have the lead at 13-12. We're going to have to make some adjustments there as that one goes out of bounds. So during the
Substitution.
during this quick
Checking in is
substitution,
number
we'll
6,
make an
Emily
adjustment
Keaton.
right now
And
here,
number
if
9,
at all
Alexa
possible.
Walby. Walby serving.
We'll worry about it later. Pushed over there. Tessa Olsen on the second touch. So bump set it back to, I believe that was Becca Nitch. Nitch sends it over, and now sending it back is Mayring. And they'll go down for a point.
Mary with the kill. Point, East All-Stars. We got a substitution on the east side. Checking in, number 11, Faith Awesome. Awesome to serve.
Also want to say hi to Easton Walby, who just subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Easton. Certainly appreciate that. East have a 1-point lead. Tessa Olsen will bump it up, and that'll be set there by Alexa Walby. And it was sent over.
Macy
And
Coates with the tip. Point, West All-Stars. Morgan Vitek.
Kuntz will get credit
serving.
for the point on that one. That's Macy Kuntz. Serve from the middle of the service line. Byer had to get down low. Here comes Taylor Zach. She pops it over, but the West keeps it alive. Olsen sends it over on the bump. Free ball for the East. Set up middle of the net. In the middle there was Olivia Dobrins from West Fargo Cheyenne. Now Byer, here's the set from Richter. Taylor Zach near pin. Kept alive by the West. Tessa Olsen sends it back over where Byer makes first contact. Set it up middle of the net, and it's over and down for the kill for the East. 15-14.
Kill for number 3, Kylie Toso. Point
Kylie
East
Toso, the Devils Lake
All-Stars.
Firebird, gets the point. The West
Now
has
serving,
led for
number 4,
a majority
Avery
of this
Byer.
first set here until recently, where the East has taken 2 one-point leads before the West took the lead back. We'll see if the East can hang on to this lead this time around. Here's the set over to the far pin, and that one's going to be kept alive there by the East All-Stars, or Byer on the second touch. Sets it up there for Bailey Nelson, who tried to send it over, but unsuccessfully. It's going to be a touch violation on the East, and that will be a tie game now at 15 apiece here between the West and the East
Serving for the
All-Stars
West, number
in set
11,
one.
Macy Kuntz.
Kuntz with the serve, it's up and over. Taylor Zach makes first contact. Richter will set it up for Zach, down the middle for the kill.
Taylor Zach with the kill. Substitution, in for the East All-Stars, and serving, number 8, Peyton Richter.
Peyton Richter will send it over there. Olsen makes first contact. Set blocked at the net, and did it stay in bounds? No, it did not.
Peterson with the kill. Substitution, back in, number 1, Emma Fricky, and number 12, Kylie Law. Fricky with the serve.
So the West ties it up at 16 once again. Serve is up and over, but it was out of bounds, and that'll be a point back to the East. And the East will retake the lead at 17-16. Here's the set from Emma Fricky. Taylor Zach will dig that one out. A bump set there. Oh, I thought she touched it first, but it must have been her teammate there, Peyton Richter, who got the touch on it. Nice diving dig there by Taylor Zach. Set up middle of the net, and it's pushed over, and I believe that's Mason Kuntz. Check that. Faith Austin, wrong roster. They're both number 11. I just looked at the wrong roster.
Serving is Taylor Zach.
Zach with the high serve from the far side of the service line. Here's the setup for the middle of the net there for the West, but the East keeps it alive. Peyton, check that. Number 5, that is Grace Meyer from Chandler for the East. Pushed over, I don't think. Oh, nice job there by Taylor Zach to keep that one alive, and it results in a point. On the pushover on the far side, I believe it might have been Grace Meyer. And it was. Here's the set from Fricky, and blocked at the net once again. In on that team there was
Number 7,
Bailey Nelson and
with the
Kate
block.
Mayring, and they're going to give the point to Bailey Nelson. So that makes it 20-16 now in favor of the East. We forgot to add on the last point. We apologize for that. And that will be a net violation to give the East another point. That's 2 net violations on the West, 1 so far on the East, according to my numbers, and we have a timeout on the floor. It's a 60-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here so we can make some of those adjustments that we wanted to make. You may have noticed that we made the adjustments on one of them already. And there we go. Now we got the score kind of centered there. That was the adjustment I was looking to make. So, unofficial numbers: Olivia Dobrans with 2 kills, Kylie Toso with a kill, Grace Meyer with a kill, Bailey Nelson with 3 kills and a block, Jordan Stroop with an ace, Taylor Zach with 2 kills, Faith Austin with a kill, Caden Maring, with 3 kills and a block. Unofficial numbers for the West All-Stars: Courtney Peterson with a kill, Becca Nitsch with 3 kills, and Macy Kuntz with 2 kills. And let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 side-out points for the East and 5 side-out points for the West. And once again, those are unofficial numbers up to this point in the match. It's 21-16. East has the lead. And I believe that's Taylor Zach. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's Taylor Zach with the serve. Here's the set by Fricky, pushed over and down. The kill, the point goes to Courtney Peterson. And now with the serve is Becca Nitsch, the Legacy Sabre. 21-17 here. East has the lead in set 1 of match 1 of 2. Match 2 tomorrow will be at Mandan High School. That will be a kill. I believe that came off the hands of Kading Mary. And it was. 22-17, a 5-point advantage here. Bailey Nelson, the Northern Cass Jaguar, will set up the serve and send it over. And Fricky will set it up near pin. It's punched over there by Courtney Peterson, but the East keeps it alive, and then a block at the net by Kaylee Loff. (22-18). Tessa Olsen with the serve. She'll send it over. Zach makes first contact. Richter with the set, middle of the net, and an attacking error there off the attack attempt there by Olivia Dobrenz. (22-19). Set up near side. It was blocked at the net, and the East will keep it alive. They'll try it again. Set by Fricky over to the far pin. Knee sliding dig there by the East to keep the ball alive. Push back over, and a nice job by Taylor Zach to keep the volley alive here, and it's probably the longest volley of the match so far. That one hits the tape as it comes over, but the East able to control it. That one will go into the net. That's going to, let's see, it'll be an attacking error or a block. We'll go with the benefit of the doubt and give Kylie Loft the block. Back set to the far pin, and that will be a kill. I believe that was Peyton Richter. And it was Peyton Richter. Strout with the serve. Now the West will send it back over, and the kill from the far side, I believe it was Morgan Vitek, from the Center Stanton Wildcats. 23-21 is our score in favor of the East. Alexa Walby will have the serve here for the West All-Stars. Serve is up and over. Zach makes first contact. Here's the set near pin, sent over by Kading Maring, and that's her 5th kill according to my numbers in this match, and it's 24-21. Set point for the East. Faith Austin, who sent the Northern Cass Jaguars to the state tournament by scoring points 24 and 25 in the Region 1 championship game this past year, has the serve. And the West will get the kill on that serve there from Austin as the East was not able to return it. And it's 24-22. Serve from the middle of the service line is up and over. Byer will get the 2 touches later, set up for Olivia Dobrenz, who will get the kill. 25-22, your final in set 1. We'll take a timeout and be back with set 2 here in a moment on the ND Sports Channel on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back here to Fargo North High School as we get ready for set number 2 of the 2019 East vs. West All-Star Volleyball match. This match here at Fargo North High School at the Spartan Dome. And I want to say thanks to Travis Christensen, the athletic director, as well as Neil, one of the custodians here, who always does a fantastic job in making sure that we have what I need to broadcast when we come here to broadcast games. We've been here for many volleyball games, many basketball games, and I'm sure we've been here for some other reason too. And this would be one of the examples of another reason. The All-Star Volleyball game is one of many examples that we've been here. So we certainly appreciate that. And also we want to give a shout-out to the people in Mandan who will be preparing for us tomorrow. We certainly appreciate all the efforts. We've been out there a few times in the past to do some football games and all that good stuff. So they're a bunch of friendly crew out there. And we'll look forward to seeing them again here in a little less than 24 hours. So now the East will move to the left side of the net. The West will move to the right side of the net. 0-0 here. East won the first set. 1-0, 25-22 is the score in that one. They'll set it up far pin for the attack. It'll be kept alive there and then set up by Maddie Pritchard from the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. And I believe she got it to Carly Robson, who got it over. No, Grace Meyer. She was right there by Carly Robson. She'll get credit for the kill. Turn this back up. There is. That'll be a service error into the net for the East. To tie us up at 1-1 here in set 2. Sent back over in 2 there off the hand of Maddie Pritchard. And then punched back over by Taylor Zach, but the West able to keep it alive. Tessa Olsen sends it back over. Second touch. That was Robson who sent it over for the East. Back over to the East now. Robson will set it up over to the far pin. Dug out nicely there by the West, and then they couldn't get the tap down at the net there. That was Carly Robson who made the attempt. but it'll be a point for the West, and it's 2-1 now in favor of the West All-Stars. Here's a serve up and over. First contact is made, and I can't see who that is. That was Faith Austin. Ball will land out of bounds. Point for the East, ties us up at 2
Now
apiece.
serving for the East, number 4, Avery Byer.
Avery Byer from the Fargo Davies Eagles will have the serve here for the East All-Stars. And that serve is up and over. Tessa Olsen makes first contact, the back set, and the kill is down, and that is Courtney Peterson, the Jamestown Blue Jay. 3-2 in favor of the West here in set 2.
Serving for the West, number 2, Courtney Peterson.
Nice dig out there by Byer. Back set there from Maddie Pritchard. And it'll go over and down for the point. I look down at the roster.
Number 5, Grace Meyer.
And Grace Meyer was the
Substitution for the East. Checking
individual
in
responsible
12,
for the
Katie
point for the
Merritt.
East. Now
Meyer
ties
to
us up
serve.
at 3. Grace Meyer had the serve there from the Shamley Deacons. That one will be tipped over for a point for the
Macy
West.
Kuntz with the kill.
Macy Kuntz from
Substitution for
Dickinson
the East,
Trinity
checking
gets the
in is
point.
Jordan Stroud.
4-3
For the West, checking in number 10,
in
Marissa
favor of the
Jensen.
West.
And
West
number
had a
9,
lead for a
Alexa
majority of the first
Waldy serving.
half, if not 3/4 of that first set before the East finally came back at about the 15-15 mark to make things interesting. They would eventually pull out with that 25-22 win. Another chance for the East. They send it over. Tessa Olsen makes first contact. Set to the near pin. Blocked by Taylor Zack at the net.
Taryn
But it goes
Almaris
out of
with the
bounds,
kill.
and that'll be a kill for Taryn Almaris, the Bismarck Legacy Sabre. 5-3 now in favor of the West All-Stars here in set 2. They trail in the match 1-0. We'll play 3 sets for sure. Went down, found this out. We will play because I was struggling to get the accurate information across to you in our pregame show. We'll play 3 sets for sure. So it's almost like a regular volleyball match. 3 sets for sure, possibly 4, 5 if needed. If we do go to 5, that is a 15-point set, just like it would be in a regular match. That kill will go in credit
Almaris with the
of
kill.
Taryn
Point
Almaris.
West.
Couple of quick kills for Almaris here for the West All-Stars. And it's 7-3 as a result. See if the East can get back on the board here. Not at the moment. The West's going to send that one back over and down for the kill.
Kuntz with the kill. Point West.
Macy Kuntz with, according to my numbers, her 5th kill of the match so far. And the West has dug the East into a 5-point deficit. Pritchard with the set, middle of the net, kept alive there by the West. Now they'll try and send it over from the middle. One touch back and then one touch back to the East. And Avery Byer gave it her best effort, but it'll be a tip,
Marissa Jensen with the
and
kill.
that'll be good for a kill for the West All-Stars. Marissa Jensen from the Kenmare Hawkers got the last point there for the West to make it 9-3. Serve is up and over. I believe that was Pritchard with the first touch. Now a bump set over the far pin. Blocked at the net. The East will keep it alive. Pritchard for Taylor Zack. Zack sends it over. And Ponytail was covering the jersey number there. I believe that was Almaris, excuse me. That landed in bounds. That'll be a point for Tessa Olsen. 10-3. And the West is rolling so far here in set number 2. Serve is up and over. Pritchard with the set over to the far pin, and the attack is up and over, and the West will keep it alive. Into the net. That'll be an attacking error.
Toso with the block. Point East All-Stars.
I guess they'll give the block to
Checking in
Toso.
and serving, number
Looked
8,
like it went to the
Peyton
net to me,
Richter.
but we'll go with what the PA announcer says. She's closer to the action than I am from up here at the top of the Spartan Dome. Ten to 4 now in favor of the East. West will send it back over. Did it? No, it went out of bounds. That'll be a point for the East. I thought that landed inbounds, but it landed just barely out. And now the lead for the West has been sliced in half. Sending it over there was Marissa Jensen. Tipped back over, and the West will keep it alive. 2 touches, sent back over quickly by Alexa Walby. Now we're on the far pin, and the kill goes down for possibly Faith Austin, if I can catch the jersey number
Kill
there.
for number 12, Caden
Nope,
Mary.
Caden
For
Mary.
East All-Stars.
Serve is over. Kept alive there. That's Avery Byer with the second touch. Sent back over and then blocked at the net. 1 touch back to the West. Tessa Olsno set it up near pin and the kill. Taryn Omaris.
Taryn Omaris with the kill. Point, West All-Stars.
11 to 6. So back to a 5-point advantage for the West
Omaris to
All-Stars.
serve.
So the Legacy Sabre, Omaris, will have the serve from the near side of the service line. That was blocked at the net. Let's see if I can catch the jersey number there. Numbers on the front side of the t-shirts are far smaller than the ones in the back side. I want to say it was Marissa Jensen. Sent over and down the kill. Kylie Toso, the Devils Lake Firebird.
Point East All-Stars.
11 to
Toso
7, or
serve.
check that, 12 to 7 now in favor of the West. The East hanging in there though, only down 5, and it's been a 5-point deficit for a majority of the set over the past 4 or 5 points here. West will send it back over. There's the set, I believe that's Peyton Richter. Yep, it was, and then I looked down for a split second. It was an inbounds or out of bounds. It was out, point to the West. Goes into the books as an attacking error for the East. Serve is over. And the first touch, Richter will run back, bump set it from behind the 10-foot line. They send it over and out of bounds for another point for the West, and that makes it 14-7. Server will come into camera eventually. She had to chase it down the open hallway there. And we'll have a timeout. The East wants to talk it over. Down 7, they are up in the match, 1-0, winning the first one 25-22. Right now they trail 14-7 in set number 2 from the West. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back after this here on the ND Sports Channel. Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K. All right, we'll come out of that break a little bit early here and get you back to the action. That one, it just missed. It went out of bounds. No, it did not. Now they're changing the call. The official on the just off camera to the left
Substitution, checking in.
put the
is
flag
number
up in
5,
the air to
Bryce
suggest it
Meyer,
was out of
and
bounds,
number
and now the
11,
near side official
Faith
said it was
Austin.
tipped. So that'll be
Austin
a
with the serve.
point for the East All-Stars, and they'll put Faith Austin, the Northern Cass Jaguar, at the service line. And Austin will send it up and over. And the set for the near pin. Nice attack. And then the block was tipped over. Yes. Successfully without touching the net. That was Taylor Gerving with the
Point West
kill.
All-Stars. Substitution coming in is number 1, Emma Fricky, and number 12, Kylie Loff. Fricky serving.
Emma Fricky from the Bismarck Legacy Sabres will have the serve. Avery Byer, now Richter sets it up, far side. I believe that was Austin. No, it was Dobrins, excuse me. There was a 1 less 1 on the t-shirt there. Send it back over and down. Courtney Peterson from the Jamestown Blue Jays now has 5 kills. And that pushes the lead to 16-8. serve is up and over. Richter will set it up, middle of the net, on the attack. Nice dig out there by Tessa Olsen, and the West will keep it alive. They tip it back over, and the kill goes to Taylor Gerving.
Gerving with the tip. Point, West All-Stars.
17-8 now. Richter will save it, set it up far pin. The East will send it over, and the West will keep it alive. And that will go into the net off the attack attempt there by Taylor Gerving for another attacking error for the West. That's actually their first one of set 2.
Number 9.
They have 5 in the match so far, according to my numbers. 4 in set 1 and 1 so far here in set 2 now. 17-9 is our score. Here's the back set. That's Pritchard. Near side for Taylor Zach, who gets the kill.
Taylor Zach with the kill. Pritchard with the assist. Point, East All-Stars.
So with the serve is Maddie Pritchard. From the far side of the service line, it's up and over where Tessa Olsen will make first contact. Set it up there. I believe that might have been Almaris, and it was. And she'll get credit for the point.
Back row kill for number 5, Taryn Almaris. Point, West All-Stars.
18-10.
Gerving to serve.
Taylor Gerving from Bismarck St. Mary's had the serve there, and that was it in bounds? It was. Kill from the
Meyer
far
with
side
the kill.
for the East.
Avery Beyer to serve.
Grace Meyer, there we go. Tessa Olsen tried to send it over, but it wasn't quite high enough. Goes on the books as another attacking error. And another point for the East, and it's 18-12, and the East is within 6. The closest they've been is within 5, with the exception of when that 5-point lead was reached early on in the set here. Another point for the East as it goes out of bounds. 18-13 our score now. Avery Beyer, the libero from Fargo Davies with the running slight jump serve. And we set up for the near attack from the near pin, and it'll go down. Taryn Almaris with the kill.
Almaris
That's kill number 6 for Almaris, according to my numbers, and it's 19-13.
Peterson.
So the Jamestown Blue Jay, Courtney Peterson, will have the serve here, and she'll start from the middle of the service line here for the West All-Stars. Leading by 6, serve is up and over. First contact is made. Pritchard will set it up over to the far pin. It's pushed over and down for the kill. That is Kylie Toso.
Kylie Toso with the changeup and kill. Point, East All-Stars. Substitution, checking in as Katie Mary. Serving is Grace Meyer.
Grace Meyer with a standing serve in the middle of the service line. Now the West will set it up for an attack, but the East keeps it alive. 2 touches back over to the West. Here's the set, far pin, goes on the attack. The East will keep it alive, but it goes into the bench, into the hands of Faith Austin sitting down at the far end of the bench there, and that'll be a point for the West.
Checking in is number 6, Jordan Stroud.
20-14
in the West
now.
is number 10, Marissa Jensen, and number 9, Alexa Walby.
Alexa Walby
on the floor. East All-Star.
was about to serve, but
Just
she'll
a
serve
reminder,
as soon as the
friends,
East
remember
All-Stars
between
talk
the
it over.
second and the third set, you're going to be able to participate and serve it to win. All proceeds will go to childhood cancer. $1 per serve, and if you hit a target, you win a prize.
Right, so the East won for set 1, 25-22, and barring a comeback here out of the timeout, the West will look to even this thing up here if they can get 5 points before the East gets 9 points. That's not an impossible task to accomplish for the East, but it is a little bit of a hill to climb. No question about that for the East All-Stars here. Once again, any music in the background is not owned by us. And even if we say that, they don't care. They'll still send us an email saying that we shouldn't have played that song when it wasn't under our control anyway. West will send it back over to the East after a nice save by the West. And nice dig by Tessa Olsen, but Almaris was the closest one there, and she couldn't get it there.
Point, East All-Stars. Substitution. Checking back in is Peyton Richter and Olivia Dobrins. Richter with the serve.
So Peyton Richter, the Central Cass Squirrel, with her team down 5, 20-15. Send it back over. Byer makes the first touch. Now Richter sets it up. She faked it over near side, and I believe that was Dobrins. Ponytail was covering up the jersey, the t-shirt number. (16-20), and give the assist there to Peyton Richter. And Richter will have the serve, but send it out of bounds. 21-16.
Back from the swimming pool and ready to serve is number 5, Taryn Almaris.
Almaris will send it over. Richter sets it up far. Pin, and the kill is down. That's Olivia Dobrins. She has 7 kills according to my numbers now. And the East here getting a little bit closer, 21-17. Checking in will be Carly Robson from the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. She'll play up towards the front of the net here to start things off on the rotation. Richter keeps it alive. Sending it back over is Robson. Diving for it was Olsen. Sending it back over and making the first touch. Now the second touch is Richter with the back set to the near pin. For the kill for Olivia Dobrins. 21-18. Serve is over. Olsen makes first contact. Here's the set and blocked at the net. And a point for the East. That was Katie Merring.
Katie Merring with the block. Point, East All-Stars.
We'll see if the West can get it. Nope, one touch back over, trying to shut the door, goes into the net, and the kill, I believe, will go to Taylor Gerving, and it will.
West All-Stars.
So the East knocking on the door, and Taylor Gerving puts one more lock on it.
Serving.
22-19. The rally is still on, and they're one closer to completing that round.
Substitution. Checking in to serve, number 11, Faith Austin. And also in is number 5, Grace Meyer.
So Grace Meyer will move in towards the far side of the front net, and then Faith Austin will have a serve here for the East All-Stars with their team trailing by 2, 22-20. Here's the setup, near side, out of bounds on the attack by Taylor Gerving. And that will give the point over to the East, and don't look now, but it's a 1-point match. At one point, the West held a 7-point lead here in set 2. And at the last time out, the East talked things over, and now the West wants to talk things over as the East have rallied to come within 1. We'll keep it right here during the timeout here. We'll turn down the mic, although we love the Smash Mouth song. Let's see here, unofficial numbers. Olivia Dobrins with 9 kills. Carly Robson with 1 kill. Kylie Toso, 3 kills and a block. Grace Meyer with 5 kills. Jordan Stroop with an ace. Bailey Nelson with 3 kills and a block. Peyton Richter with a kill. Taylor Zach with 3 kills. Faith Austin with a kill. Kaden Merring with 6 kills and 2 blocks. And for the West, Courtney Peterson with 5 kills, Becca Nitch with 3 kills, Taylor Gerving with 3 kills, Taryn Almaris with 6 kills, Morgan Vitek with 1 kill, Tessa Olsen with a kill, Marissa Jensen with a kill and a block, Macy Kuntz with 5 kills and 2 blocks for Kylie Loff. Sent over, Byer keeps it alive, Richter sends it over towards the middle of the net, where it's pushed over by one of 2 East All-Stars. Not sure who got the last touch on that. Sent back over by the West. And now the attack, and it will go. It's got tipped off the outstretched fist out of bounds there on the west side for a point, and we're all knotted up at 22 as a result. Grace Meyer with kill number 6 for the East to knot things up here in set 2. Serve is over, and it's going to be an ace. And the East takes the lead at 23-22. Faith Austin with her first ace, according to my numbers, here in the contest. And she'll serve it up again. Here's the setup. That one will go out of bounds. Point for the West. We're tied at 23. Once again, you do have to win by 2. So one of these two teams is either going to win 25-23, or we're going to have some bonus volleyball for you here in set number 2. I've never called a match. The highest score in a set that I've called was 32-31 at the state tournament. That one went out the back of the head of Peyton Richter. It goes into the books as an ace there for the West All-Stars, and it's set point. So we'll see if she can serve up another ace. Richter, it's not going to hit her head this time, and it got tipped. It was tipped off the hand of Tessa Olsen, and the kill will go to Olivia Dobrins, and we're tied at 24, and bonus volleyball here in set number 2.
Madison Pritchard. Pritchard with the serve.
Maddie Pritchard from the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals serves it up and over for an ace. And now it's set point for the East at 25-24. We'll see if Pritchard can put this one away. Out of bounds, or tied at 25 on the service error there by the East. They have 3 in the match now, 2 here in set number 2. And we're knotted up at 25 apiece.
Serving for the West, number 4, Taylor Gerving.
The Bismarck St. Mary's Saint, Taylor Gerving, will have the serve. Up and over, Beyer makes first contact. Pritchard set it up, far pin, down for the point. Set point East off the kill on the far side by Grace Meyer. The Shanley Deacon gets her 7th kill of the match, 26-25. Set point for the East, and it'll be Avery Beyer, the Fargo Davies Eagle, who will have the serve here on set point for the East. Slight jump serve. Tessa Olsen makes first contact. Set, sent over, and the kill is down. We're tied at 26.
Kill for number 2, Courtney Peterson.
Courtney Peterson got the kill over on the far side there. Now she'll walk back for the serve. Now up at 26 apiece here in set number 2. Pritchard with the second touch. Back set to Taylor Zach. Sent it over. Peterson made first contact. Now the set near pin. Diving down, and I believe that was Almaris who got the kill.
Kill for number 5, Taryn Almaris.
27-26. Once again, he out to win by 2, so it's set point for the West All-Stars. Serve is up and over. Here's the set. Taylor Zach pushes it over, and the West will keep it alive. Push back over there. Faith Austin. That's Pritchard, excuse me. And Taylor Zach will tie it up at 27. 5 kills for Taylor Zach, according to my numbers now.
Substitution, checking in is number 12.
I believe it's Grace Meyer who's serving.
Grace Meyer serving.
And standing serve from the middle of the service line is up and over. Here's the setup for the middle of the net attack. Kept alive there by Taylor Zach. Beyer will bump set it over to the far pin. Faith Austin will get the kill.
Merring with the kill.
Oh, check that. Merring, excuse me. 28-27. West will keep it alive, and they'll get a point. It's Taryn Almaris who's racking up the numbers here in set number 2.
Is Jordan Stroke. In for the West, number 10, Marissa Jensen. Number 9, Alexa Walby. Walby with the serve.
32-30 is the record. That was in a state tournament game a couple years ago. here on the ND Sports Channel. Right now we're at 28-28. And did somebody touch the net? They did. I didn't catch the number put up by the official, so I'm not sure who went into the net. But I know that somebody did. 29-28, set point here for the West. Taylor Zach will have to get it over, bumps it over from the 10-foot line for a free ball for the West. They'll set it up near pin for the attack, pushed over. Byer keeps it alive. Pritchard over far side, hits the tape as it goes over, and it's out of bounds, and the West will win set 2 by a score of 30-28. And we're knotted up at a set apiece. We'll take a timeout. Be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Money ready.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. We're all knotted up at 1 apiece here. The East taking the first set, 25-22, and the West taking the second set, 30-28, in an exciting set number 2. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in to watch this matchup here. Whether if you couldn't make it to Fargo and you're probably somewhere from the West, whether it's Bismarck or Kenmare or Dickinson or wherever the case may be, we certainly appreciate you tuning in here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network for this 2019 Optimist North Dakota High School Coaches Association All-Star Volleyball match on the ND Sports Channel. This one is from Fargo North High School at the Spartan Dome here in North Fargo, and then we'll be on the air shortly before 7 o'clock tomorrow night at Mandan High School for match number 2 of this exciting contest. We hope, we cross our fingers, that set 3 is just as good as set 2 was. Not that set 1 wasn't good. 25-22 in set 1 in favor of the East, and 30-28 in favor of the West in set number 2. They are doing what they call serve it to win it. They put targets down on the floor, and then people come and pay $1, and if they hit a target, they win, and all the proceeds go to fund children's cancer. So that's certainly an awesome charity and organization to raise some funds for. Once again, we're all knotted up at 1-1. Want to thank a few of the sponsors, including for the Magnitude Sports Media Network Game Time, and then also for this particular All-Star Series, Retina Consultants Limited, OSM, that's Orthopedic and Sport Medicine Specialists of Fargo, J. Donald Abgrande Surgery of the Hand, PTOT Partners, Physical and Occupational Therapy, Universal Medical Center, Center for Special Surgery, and then you got Night Printing, Gate City Bank, Wex Health, Bell Bank, and a handful of others who are proud sponsors of the 2019 Class A, Class B All-Stars East-West North Dakota Optimist Clubs and North Dakota High School Coaches Association All-Star Volleyball match on June 10th and 11th here as we're ready to go in set 3.
The West is starting off serving this set. Serving is Alexa Walby.
Alexa Walby will kick off set 3 here. The first point goes to the West.
Kill for number 3, Rebecca Nitch. Point, West All-Stars.
So the West have taken the lead in all 3 of these matches so far, and there's an ace. So it's 2-0 now West here in set 3. Nice dive there. I believe that was Taylor Zach, and it was. They'll send it back over to the West. Now they attack from the middle of the net, kept alive there by the East. Byer on the second touch, sends it back to Zach behind the 10-foot line, and she sends it up over and out of bounds by about 7 or 8 inches there. And that'll result in a 3-0 lead for the West. But as we've seen in the first 2 sets, no lead for the West is a comfortable one. The East have battled back from trailing in both sets to win both sets so far. There's another point for the West, and that'll go into the books as another ace for Alexa Walby. See some folks from Minot with some Our Redeemer clothing on and made the trip here to Fargo to cheer on Tessa Olson and the rest of the West All-Stars.
Substitution, checking in to serve, number 11, Faith Awesome.
So the East finally get on the board. Faith Austin has the serve. Serve is over. Touched by Walby, and now the attack from the near pin, kept alive and blocked. And now joust for it at the net, and that joust is won by Olivia Dobrans.
East All-Stars.
4-2, the lead's been cut in half. We've said that once or twice in this matchup so far. Serve is over, first contact is made. The set from Walby, sent back over. East will keep it alive. Sending it back was, check that, Olivia Dobrans. East will keep it alive. Set up, far pin on the attack, out of bounds. One attacking error here in the third set.
Checking in for the West All-Stars,
1, 2,
number
3,
7,
4,
Morgan
5, 6,
Vitek.
7, 8 so far. Oh wait, no, I was looking at the West. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 according to my numbers for the East in the match so far. Here comes Taylor Zach. Was that blocked at the net? I believe it was, and it was. It's 6-2. Nice dig out there on the near side there by Alexa Walby. And now the kill, or the block, one of the two. It goes in the books as a point either way. Seven to 3. The set. Sent back over. Now from behind the 10-foot line, sending it over was Emma Fricky. Set up, that's get tipped out of bounds. The kill will go to Bailey Nelson. 7-4.
Kill for number 7, Bailey Nelson. Point, East All-Stars.
Avery Byer will have the
Byer
serve.
serving.
for the East. Slight jump serve in the middle of the service line is up and over. Second touch off the fist of Becca Nitsch. Goes out of bounds. Another point for the East, 7-5. And the East, once again, after trailing, is now working their way back into this match. There's the set, middle of the net, sent over, and the kill is down. That is, I want to say Macy Kuntz.
Macy Kuntz with the kill. Point West All-Stars checking in for the West, number 2, Courtney Peterson. Serving is Tessa Olson.
So 8-5. Tessa Olson from our Redeemers will have the serve. Here's the set near side. Bailey Nelson puts it down for the kill.
Bailey Nelson with the kill. Substitution checking in for the East is number 8, Peyton Richter. Richter with the serve.
So now Bailey Nelson's rival from about 20 miles south at Central Cass High School, and now today a teammate, will serve it up from the middle of the service line and out of bounds. It's a service error for the East. That's 4 in the match now for the East, according to my numbers.
Number 1, Emma Fricky. Number 10, Marissa Jensen. Fricky with the serve.
9-6 in favor of the West. Sent over, Taylor Zach. Did she get it in? No, she did not. That makes it 10-6. And that serve will go out of bounds, and I'll make it 10-7.
Hayden Marion back in for the East. Serving, number 9, Taylor Zach.
Zach's serve is up and over here. That is Emma Fricky who sets it up middle of the net, and the kill is down for the point for the West. 11-7. As Courtney Peterson, the Blue Jay, gets the point.
Serving for the West, number 5.
To make it 11-7. Taryn Almaris from the Bismarck Legacy Sabres will have the serve from the far side of the service line. It's up and over. Richter on the second touch, sits it up near side here for Kaden Merring. Merring will get the kill. 11-8.
Serving for the East, number 7, Bailey Nelson.
Nelson serve, makes it over. Set by Fricky over to the far pin for the attack. Dug out there by Taylor Zach. Now set up near side here for Kaden Merring. And it landed in bounds for another kill. And according to my numbers, she has 10 kills and 2 blocks now. The Carrington Cardinal. 11-9. Dug out there by Olsen. Fricky back sets it. Pushed over there by, that was Courtney Peterson. Free ball sent back over to the West All-Stars. Set up over to the far pin for the attack, and it goes down. And that, friends, is Becca Nitsch from the Bismarck Legacy Sabres with her 5th kill of the match.
Checking in and serving for the West All-Stars, number 4, Taylor Irving.
Now the Bismarck St. Mary Saint will have the serve. That's Taylor Irving. Standing serve from the middle of the service line. Richter on the second set, sets it up near side, sent over there by Olivia Dobrins from the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. East gets it back. Richter will back set it again to the far pin, and it was
Strump with the kill. Point East All-Stars.
For the
Strump to serve. Substitution
East.
for the East. Back in is number 3, Kylie Toso.
Jordan Strout from the Shanley Deacons with the point there. Fricky tried to send it over in 2, but it was pushed over there by Kaden Merring. And now a point to the East. They're going to call a touch violation on the West. That is the first touch violation of the game from either squad, according to my numbers, and it's 12-11. That one goes down as an ace for the East to make it 12-12. Serve this one. The last one was an ace. This one's a service error.
West substitution, checking in number 6, Emily Tweeten, number 9, Alexa Walby. Walby serving.
So 13-12, West has the lead. Near side attack there from Olivia Dobrenz is kept alive by the West and pushed back over. I want to say
Tweeten
Alexa
with the
Walby.
tip. Point West All-Stars.
Emily Tweeten, actually, according to the PA announcer. And that one's sent out of bounds. So that makes it, see, it was 14-12, and now it should be 14-13.
East substitution, checking in to serve, number 11, Faith Ozzen.
So Faith Austin from the Northern Cass Jaguars will check in. Serve is over. Here's the set and the push over, and the East will keep it alive. Set it up for Taylor Zach on the near pin. Nice dig out there by Emma Fricky. And then Zach was unable to duplicate the performance of Fricky, and put the point in the stat book next to the name Becca Nitsch from Bismarck Legacy.
Nitsch to serve.
And the Sabre will have the serve as their team leads by 2 at 15-13. Serve is up and over. Taylor Zach makes first contact, and Peyton Richter shoves it over. I think it was Richter anyway. It was either her or Meyer, one of the two. It was Meyer. Well, as soon as if I find out if that was a 5 or an 8, that's the only, can't quite see the jersey number from up here. So it's 15-14.
For number 1, Emma Fricky, points.
Emma Fricky
West
will get the kill.
All-Stars, checking back in, Courtney Peterson. Tessa Olsen with the serve.
That one got tipped, and it will be. Now the officials are going to get together and talk about that one there. The official put the flag up saying it was tipped. They originally gave the point to the West, and now they're saying it's tipped and the point will go to the East. 16-15. So the far side official there in the corner had the correct call. And now they'll allow the rotation here to continue. And now Peyton Richter comes back into the lineup for the East. Coming up in our post-game show here, which is probably at least one set away yet. We'll select a player of the game, and not too much to talk about as far as upcoming schedules. We do have a tentative fall schedule put together here for some broadcasts, but nothing for a couple of months, at least that to the best of our knowledge. Bailey Nelson sends it back over, and now the West will set it up. Nice dig out there. That was Faith Austin who dug it out. Taylor Zach sends it over and out of bounds. A little too much slam on that one off the swing by Taylor Zach, and that'll send it out of bounds and give the point to the West to make it 17-15.
Fricky with the serve.
Emma Fricky will serve it over. Byer makes first contact. Richter sets it up middle of the net, and the kill is down for point 16 for the East.
Back in for the East, number 12, Katie Maring.
Faith Austin with the kill on that one,
Serving
I believe.
is number 9, Taylor Zach.
And the Thompson Tommy will have the serve from the far side of the service line. Tessa Olsen, now Fricky will set it up, far pin. It's sent over. Taylor Zach dives down. Richter sets it up near pin. Bailey Nelson tried to get it over. Now back set by Richter. They'll try from the far pin, but the West keeps it alive, or at least they did for the moment.
Number
Jordan
6,
Strout will get the kill.
Point.
The
East
Shanley
All-Stars.
Deacon will tie this thing up at 17 all. Zach will continue on the serve. The serve is up and over on the second touch. Fricky will set it up in the middle of the net. The East will keep it alive, and a nice knee sliding dig out there by Peyton Richter. Back over to the West. Now Fricky will set it up far side of the middle of the net. Free ball for the East. Bailey Nelson up for the attack, and it was blocked at the net.
Back in and serving for the West is number 5, Taryn Almaris.
18-17 in favor of the West. Richter will set it up near side. Nice job there. That is Katie Merring with kill number 11. She also has 2 blocks for a total of 13 points, according to my numbers. Bailey Nelson with the serve. It's up and over. Fricky with the set over to the far pin. Sent over Nelson, and 2 touches later, free ball back to the West. Now they'll set it up for the attack again. This time it goes down for the kill. Courtney Peterson.
Courtney Peterson, point West All-Stars. Substitution in and serving Taylor Irving.
So it's
Also in is
19-18.
number 11, Macy Kuntz.
Ball will eventually get over to the west side of the net. There he comes. Zach gets down to keep it alive. A setup there from Richter, but Merring's had the door shut on her. And the West struggled with that one, and that'll go into the books as a point for the East on a side out.
East
To tie it up at
substitution
19.
checking in is number 3, Kylie Toso.
Attacking errors for the West, 4 in set 1, 3 in set 2, and 2 so far here in set 3. Tied up at 19 apiece. Sending it over and keeping it alive is the East. Setting it up far side there. I believe that might have been Dobrenz who sent it over. Now the East will get it back. Byer setting it up middle of the net. The attack is down, and Dobrenz will get it. That is number 12 for Dobrenz. So she's one ahead of Katie Merring, who has 11, but Merring has 2 blocks to go with that. So she's one ahead of Dobrenz on point, overall points, but trailing Dobrenz on the kill mark by 1. That'll be a service error for the East.
West substitution checking back in, number 6, Emily Tweeton. In
That ties
and
us up
serving,
at 20.
Alexa Walby.
Walby with the serve. It's up and over. I believe that was Zach who made first contact. Richter sets it up for Merring, and it's the kill.
Merring with the kill.
And the East All-Stars retake the lead at 21-20. Coming in is Faith Austin.
Faith Austin.
Austin's serve is over. Here's the set to the middle of the net for the attack. Dug out there by Avery Byer. Now the set up far side, and that was Kylie Toso.
Toso with the kill.
And the East All-Stars have a 2-point lead, and the West All-Stars want to take a timeout and chat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers so far here through almost 3 sets of play. Olivia Dobrenz with 12 kills. Carly Robson with 3, according to my numbers. Kylie Toso with 4 kills and a block. Let's see here. Avery Byer with 1 ace. Grace Meyer with 5, 6, 7, 8 kills. Jordan Stroups with 4 kills. Bailey Nelson with 5 kills and a block. Peyton Richter with a kill and several assists, which I don't keep track of on this particular stat sheet that I have. Taylor Zach with 6 kills and a block. Maddie Pritchard with an ace. Faith Austin with 2 kills and an ace. Kaden Mering with 12 kills and 2 blocks. That's all for the East. We'll get to the West here as soon as possible. Pushed over there. The East will keep it alive, and a little miscommunication there, as that one will fall to the floor, and the West gets one back, and they're within
West
one at
substitution,
22-21.
checking in is number 7, Morgan Vitek.
Becca
Serving
Nitsch
is Rebecca Nitsch.
with the serve. And the Sabres jump serve is up and over. Faith Austin now from the 10-foot line, they sent it over. That one came off wrong, and now she sends it over out of bounds. That was Olivia Dobrens. That ties us up at 22. Out of bounds. The East takes a 23-22 lead on a service error by the West. Matter of fact, that's the first service error of the game, according to my numbers, for the West. Unless I forgot to mark one down earlier, but that's certainly a possibility. All these stats are unofficial. But 99% of the time, they're pretty close to official. Avery Byers serve up and over. First contact is made there by Taylor Gerving. And a block at the net. Taylor Zach was in on half of that block.
Toso and Zach with the block.
And it was Kylie Toso with the
Substitution.
other half of that block.
Checking in for the West, number 5, Taryn Almarks.
Set point for the East. 24-22. They won set 1, 25-22. Pushed over, and the West will keep it alive. And can they win it on this one? Bailey Nelson out of bounds. Or was it tipped? It was tipped. Bailey Nelson will get the kill off the tip, and that wins it for the East. 25-22 is your score here in set 3. We'll take a timeout and be back with set 4. It could be our final set, but we'll see if the West can get one back and send it to a set 5. We'll be back in for a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, we're ready to rock with set number 4 here.
All right, the East All-Stars are starting off serving, and serving is number 10, Madison Pritchard.
So the East leads 2-1. Maddie Richard will have the first serve for the East. East on the left-hand side of the net in their blue, and the West on the right-hand side of the net with the black t-shirts. The Libreros are in white. Librero for the West is Tessa Olson from Minot Our Redeemers, and the Librero for the East is Avery Beyer from Fargo Davies High School. And now we'll go down for the point for the West.
Marissa Jensen.
Marissa Jensen with her second kill.
Taylor Gerving.
Taylor Gerving, the St. Mary Saint, will have the serve. And that a little miscommunication there between Avery Breyer and Maddie Pritchard. And that goes down as point number 2 for the West. They lead 2-0 quickly here in set number 4. Pritchard sends it over and down. She gets the tip over for the point and the kill.
Madison Pritchard with the kill. Point. East All-Stars.
That puts the
Avery
East on the
Beyer
board
to
here in
serve.
set 4, 2-1. Avery Beyer with a serve. Beyer on the second touch, sends it over towards the far side of the 10-foot line, and the East gets it over. West sends it back. I believe that was Awesome with the touch. Now Pritchard, back set, Taylor Zack will get the kill.
Taylor Zack with the kill.
That ties us up at 2-2. 25-22 in set 1 East, 30-28 set 2 and, for the West, and 25-22 in set 3 for the East. If the East wins this set, that'll be the match. That's an ace for the East, and that puts them up 3-2 on the ace by the Fargo Davy, Avery Beyer. Her second ace of the match, according to my numbers. And the jump serve is up and over. Slight jump serve. West will send it back over where Asa makes first contact. Pritchard will send it over to the far pin. I believe, not sure who that was. That was Grace Meyer who'll get credit for the kill as the return came out of bounds. And the scoreboard went off in the gym here. It is 4-2 in favor of the East. Not sure if somebody unplugged a cord.
Table, please.
They're calling, I believe I heard in the background there that they're calling, he's walking towards the scorer's table right now. That's the athletic director for Fargo North High School, Travis Christensen. So we'll have a short pause in the action. It's 4-2, unless the scoreboard comes back on and says something else. But we're 100% confident it's 4-2 in favor of the East. We'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, perfect timing there. They got the scoreboard working, and it is 4-2 in favor of the East here in set 4. Make it 5-2. So Avery Beyer will continue on the serve here for the East. She sends it over. This is the first time that the East has had a commanding lead early, if you consider a 3-point lead a commanding lead. But the way this match has gone so far, that would indeed be a commanding lead for the East. And that commanding lead just got chipped down a little bit there. Serve is over, right up to the net. Now going to the books as an ace. as Courtney Peterson with the ace. Just 2 of them now. And it's 5-4, and the West is within 1 and make it 6-4 as the serve will come back to the East on the side out point.
Substitution checking in is number 12, Caden Mering. Grace Meyer to serve.
Near pin here, that's Kylie Loff who sent it over. Now Pritchard, back set, near side, Taylor Zach got the kill.
Taylor Zach with the kill.
That kill now matches her jersey number with her stat book. She has nine kills to go along with 2 blocks. And it's 7-4 in favor of the East. They lead the match 2-1. Sent over there by Loff. Pritchard sets it up, far pin, blocked at the net, kept alive there by the East. Pritchard with a set again, middle of the net, that is Dobrenz. She sends it over, but the West keeps it alive. Now going on the attack there was Kylie Loff, but the East keeps it alive. Now they'll go on the attack from the 10-foot line, and Tessa Olsen makes first contact. A couple touches later, sends it over to Taylor Zach for Pritchard. And that's sent over, and the volley continues. Sent back over to the East here. It's probably the second longest volley we've had. The first one came back in set 1. I don't time these, and I'm thinking I probably should time these. We'll see if Tessa Olsen can end the volley, and well, she does, but in favor of the East, as it just barely went out of bounds. That doubles up the East over the West by a score of 8-4 here in set 4. Make it 9-4. That serve just barely made it over the net there. Didn't have a great launch angle, I guess you could call it. That one hits the tape as it goes over and down for a kill. Taylor Zach enters the double-digit number with the kills. And now that it's 10-4, the West wants to talk it over, so we'll let them do that. All right, for the West All-Stars, because we've gone over the East a couple times here, we never had enough time to get through both teams. So we'll start with the West now. According to my numbers here, Emma Fricke with a kill. Courtney Peterson with a total of 9 kills and 2 aces. Becca Nitch with 6 kills. Taylor Gerving with 4 kills. Taryn Almaris with 8 kills. Emily Tweeden with 2 kills. Morgan Vitek with 1 kill. Tessa Olsen with 2 kills. Alexa Walby with 2 aces and 1 kill. Marissa Jensen with 2 kills and a block. And Macy Kuntz with a total of 6 kills. Kylie Loff with a kill and 2 blocks for the West All-Stars. It's 10-4. The serve is over. See, the West can chip away at this deficit here. Pritchard with the bump set. Sending it over is the free ball for the West. And now the setup for the attack, middle of the net, dug out nicely there. Zach, point to the West.
West substitution. Checking in is number 6, Emily
I think
Tweeden.
that ball went too far out of bounds there for Taylor Zach.
With the serve.
Ten to 5. Pritchard with the back set. Taylor Zach from the near pin, and it just missed it. Point for the West, and it's 10-6. Serve is up. First contact made there by Jordan Stroop, the Chambly Deacon, and a nice kill from the far pin there. That is Faith Dawson.
East All-Star substitution back in.
11-6 now in favor of the East.
Hayden Richter. Richter with a serve.
Peyton Richter, the Central Cass Squirrel. Standing serve from the center of the service line. And that'll be a kill from the far side as the block went on the wrong side of the net.
Point West All-Star. Substitution. Checking in is number
Kylie
5,
Roth
Taryn Almaris.
gets her second
Almaris
kill
with the
to
serve.
go along with the 2 blocks she had earlier. And now the Legacy Sabre, Taryn Almaris, will have the serve. Richter with the set over to the far pin, and that's dug out nicely there by Almaris. Nice diving dig by Beyer. Richter will set it up for the 10-foot line pushover and a free ball for the West. The attack is blocked at the net. Point for the East. Give the block to Kylie Toso, the Devil's Lake Firebird. And it's 12-7. 12-7. Richter. That'll be pushed over far side where Faith Austin will just tap it over there. A tumbling dig out by the West. Couldn't quite see who that was. It might have been Emma Fricky. No, it was Taylor Gervin. And now the kill is down.
With the kill, Toso with the assist. Point East All-Stars.
For the East. They'll set it up near pin. The attack is down. The kill goes to Taylor Gervin.
Point West All-Stars.
14-8 now.
Serving is number 8, Tessa Olson.
Olsen served libero to Beyer. Now Richter will set it up and they'll push it over from near the back line. And that one was nearly blocked at the net and then kind of went on the
West All-Stars.
downfall. Like a kid going down the slide, the ball went down the net. Diving dig there by Beyer. Now the bump and the setup, and it got in bounds. She snuck it into the corner. It's Katie Mering.
Kill for number 12, Katie Mering. Assist to Richter. Point East All-Stars.
Faith Austin checks in, as does Grace
In
Meyer.
and serving is number 11, Faith Austin.
It's 15-9. I'm not sure why that west side, the scoreboard is not updating, but we apologize for that. Push back over, East keeps it alive, and now a free ball for the West. They'll set it up for the attack. Middle of the net, pushed over there by Courtney Peterson, but the East will keep it alive, and they'll go on the attack instead, and that'll be a point for the West. I believe Peterson as well as, I believe that was Tweet.
Back in is number 1, Emma Fricky.
In on the block.
Number 3, Rebecca Nitsch.
So Peterson and Tweet tag teaming on the block there to make it 15-10. Richter with the set over to the far pin, and it's down for the kill. Grace Meyer now has 11, according to my numbers here.
Substitution in is number 9, Taylor Zack. Also in and serving, number 10, Madison Pritchard.
16-10, the East with what you could say a comfortable lead. It's their biggest lead of any set so far in this match. Give the kill there to Becca Nitsch. That's number 7 for the Legacy Sabre.
Gerving to serve.
16-11 in the St. Mary Saint. Taylor Gerving will have the serve. Serve is up and over. First contact made by Beyer. Now Pritchard will set it up middle of the net for Taylor Zack. Blocked at the net. The East will keep it alive. They'll set it up for the attack from the far pin this time, and it goes out of bounds on an attacking error. And that will be a point for the West, and it's 16-12. Pritchard will set it up, and it's sent over there by Carly Robson, the Grand Forks Red River Rough Rider. Point for the East.
Carly Robson with the block.
Robson will get credit for the block. She has 4 kills and a block now, according to my numbers here in this contest. 17 to 12.
Checking in for the West is number 12, Kylie Law. Serving is Avery Byer.
Byer, the Fargo Davie, will have the serve. It's up and over. One touch back over to the East and out of bounds for a point for the East. 17-12 on what will go into the books as an ace for Avery Byer, and that's her 3rd one of the match. Jump serve from Byers up and over, getting down to one knee there to dig that one out. Now they'll set it up for the attack. Set up, middle of the net, blocked, comes back over to the East. Zach, I think that was Zach who pushed it over. And Zach's in on the block. West kept it alive. Second touch there, Byers sends it to the 10-foot line far side where the free ball comes over to the East. Back over, or to the West, now back over to the East where Pritchard will set it up. Far side, Dobrens gets the kill.
Grace Meyer with the kill.
Oh, Grace Meyer, excuse me. Take one off there for Dobrens. 19-12. Dig out there by Zach. Joust for it at the net, and it's won by the West. That is Courtney Peterson. 19-13 now, 6-point advantage for the East All-Stars.
Peterson to serve.
The West can come back and win it. They'll go to a set 5, otherwise this one will come to an end a little bit early here. Including the pregame show, we're at 2 hours and 7 minutes, time of the broadcast so far. That's the longest volleyball match I can remember calling, but then again, the pregame shows haven't been quite as long for those other volleyball matches either. Service error into the net. Makes it 20-14.
A substitution checking in is Katie Aaron. Grace Meyer serving.
The Deacon with the serve. Blocked at the net, and did it go out of bounds? It did. Point to the West.
In for the East, number 6, Jordan Stroud. Serving for the West, number 9, Alexa Walby.
So Alexa Walby with the serve from the far side of the service line. On the second touch, Richter will back set it for Taylor Zach, who gets blocked at the net. In on the block was Kuntz and Lauff.
Kylie Lauf with the block. Point West
And they'll give the
All-Stars.
point to Lauff. Actually, I was told it was Lauff by the West head coach. So I'm not sure which pronunciation is correct. I'm going to go with Lauff, and if that's wrong, I certainly apologize. 20-16. This has been a good one. Zach will get the point there. 21-16.
Substitution, back in, number 1, Olivia Dobrens.
So now Olivia Dobrens will come back into the lineup.
With the serve.
Peyton Richter, the Central Cass Squirrel, will serve it up from the middle of the service line, up and over. Her first contact is made by Taylor Gerbing. Now they'll set it up for the pushover in the middle of the net there. Macy Kuntz gets it down for the kill. 21-17, a 4-point advantage for the East.
In and serving
The
for
West rally
number
needs to
5,
start
Taryn
now.
Almaris.
West needs to get to 20 before East gets to 22. That would be probably the ideal situation here for the West All-Star team. They'll push it back over, and the East nearly weren't able to keep that one alive, and then the kill. Olivia Dobrens coming in off the bench. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for Dobrens now. Kylie Toso, the Devils Lake Firebird, will go back and serve with their team leading 22-17. And it will be, no, it was nearly an ace, but the West was able to get it over. Dobrens got blocked at the net, goes out of bounds, point for the East.
Merring with the kill.
Merring, excuse me. So she'll get credit for the kill. She has 15 kills now. Serve is over, and the set middle of the net, pushing it over was all Morris, and the East will keep it alive. Richter on the touch sends it over. Near side, Taylor Gerving blocked at the net. In on that block was Robson, as well as, I believe it was Dobrenz. Robson and Dobrenz on the block. And it's match point for the East. And the East will win it.
Robson with the block. That match goes to the East All-Stars.
25-17.
Rousing round of applause for our East and West All-Stars. Thank you for attending tonight's match. Remember, buckle up and have a safe trip home.
So that's your final score. The East wins it 3-1 by the tally of 25-22, 28-30, 25-22, and 25-17. We'll add up some numbers, and then after our final timeout, we will bring you those final numbers and get you set for tomorrow's match right here on the Andy Sports Channel when the post-game show continues next here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
The North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's going to which college to play softball, and that just barely scratches the surface of this excellent softball podcast. It's every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Catch every episode on the ND Sports Channel here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Download Game Time today.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming, primarily covering 3 states. North Dakota matchups are on the ND Sports Channel. Minnesota matchups are on the Minnesota Sports Station. South Dakota matchups are on SD Sports Vision, and all other matchups are on Magnitude Sports Vision. Plus, all radio broadcasts can be heard on Magnitude Sports Radio. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back to our post-game show here, as apparently that graphic on that screen is not working as planned. But the East wins this one 3-1, and they'll play match 2 tomorrow at Mandan High School, and we'll have that match for you live here on the ND Sports Channel as well. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and all that good stuff here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the profiles, with the East winning 3-1, 25-20, 28-30, 25-22, and 25-17. The East has now won 33-24, and they're set shy of winning 100 sets. They right now lead 99-73 in the all-time series, with the East still winning 7 in a row. Nobody has won more than 7 in a row at this point in time. And I believe, let's see here, if we go to this other screen. Okay, so that's not how we planned it, but we'll go with it. It was supposed to be on the same screen there. So the East wins 3-1. They have the second match of the 2019 series tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at Madden High School. Tune in a little bit earlier than that for the pregame show, and we'll have it for you here. It's time to select a player of the game, and that player of the game is presented by Game Time. Download the app and save a ton of money on great seats at your favorite sporting events, comedians, concerts, monster trucks, you name it. If you can buy a ticket for it, you can probably get it on Game Time and save a ton of money. And the player of the game is going to be from the East All-Stars, the Carrington Cardinal, Caden Merring. She scored 17 points, 15 kills, 2 blocks, no aces, no violations. And Caden Merring will be our player of the game here for match 1 of 2 of the 2019 Optimist North Dakota High School Coaches Association All-Star Volleyball Series. You can go to our website if that one gets pulled up here, which apparently it does not. Okay, well, let's pull it up in the background then, and then, okay, well, we apologize for that. We'll pull it up in the background here, If you go to our website, under the games button, you click on Streams on Demand, and you can get the final score of the games. You can watch instant replays of the game 24/7 at your convenience. This game will more than likely be available within about 15 minutes after the conclusion of our post-game show. And then if you go to stream schedules, let's see if that one pops up. No, I'm going to have to talk to the internet guy here and tell him to unblock our website. But we'll just skip over that. You can find us online on Twitter, MSportsMnet for the Magnitude Sports Vision, Magnitude Sports Radio, and Magnitude Sports Media Network Twitter account. For the Minnesota Sports Station, it's MM Sports Station. ND Sports Channels at ND Sports CH1, and SD Sports Vision is at SD Sports Vision. Of course, we're on YouTube, all in one spot, youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. And then we're on Facebook, too, at facebook.com/MSportsMnet. We'd certainly love it if you were to subscribe, follow, and like, especially the YouTube page. If you want to ignore the other two, personally, that'd be my preference, is to follow us on YouTube. That'd be absolutely awesome. We'd love to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I think we're right now in the 600 area. So thanks so much for watching. The preceding was a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Your final score one more time. The East wins match one of the two-match set series. 3-1, 25-22, 28-30, 25-22, and 25-17. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow shortly before 7 o'clock here on the ND Sports Channel on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.